Believe it or not, it's not just toddlers who can benefit from rolling and crawling around the house.
Yeah, Dawn Gerald, she's the owner of Renewed Strength and Wellness. She joins us to get us moving. And this is one of those exercises too. These are purposeful pajamas. I'm wearing pajama pants because people can do something like this on a Sunday morning. They don't need to be intimidated by people in workout gear doing it. Anyone can do this.
That's right. Anyone can do this. You can wear pajama pants. You could even do some of these exercises in the office. You know, so it's not like a straight workout where you're going 20 minutes of craziness. These are simple movements, like anything like a baby could do. So simple strength is really about re-educating your body into movements that you've done before so that you can become strong, you can become more balanced, have better coordination, and feel really tied together.
So it's going back to basics, essentially.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot that you can benefit from doing that.
Definitely. What happens is we spend a lot of time in our life sitting. Sit, and we get into this postural thing. Our head comes forward, our shoulders come forward, we get slouchy, and a lot of people will develop different pain symptoms through their back, shoulders, hips, all these different things from living a sedentary lifestyle. These moves with simple strength actually help to undo all of that postural negativity and get your posture back in line. If you look at a baby, you have a baby, and the first thing that baby did, you had to support the head because they had to learn how to hold their head muscles up and work that strength. And then they started to rock and to roll and to creep and to crawl. And those are the movements that help your baby go from being limp to running around like crazy.
Right.
So once we start going into school and our workplace and everything, we sit, we lose those movement abilities. So what simple strength does is re-educate you on how to tie those movements into everyday life. So you'll become stronger.
We're going to try some of those exercises now.
So we're going to work on these exercises. And what's nice is that anybody of any age or of any fitness ability can do these exercises to benefit. It looks simple. It looks like it's not going to do anything. But what they do is they really tie your body together. They retrain your focus on your gait, your walk. And you'll see how simple it is. Sometimes it's a little not so easy, but they're simple movements. So let's start out on the ground, because this is where babies live. You know, I like to say, reconnect with your inner child. And get
I'm all about that.
with being on the floor.
With my inner child.
If you can get around on the floor, and if you can't get onto the floor right now, if you're at a part where maybe you're injured or you haven't been on the floor in a long time, you can still do these exercises in a chair or progress them differently. So what we want to start doing is I call this a feel-good exercise. I like to roll. Okay. Babies roll, we can come back to rolling. So I'm just going to start out with a real slow one, just so you can roll down, just to kind of get your spine moving and then come back up again. I want to see how you're doing.
How am I doing?
You're doing great. That was great. So now we're going to take your body into a ball, and you're just going to roll back and then roll back up again.
Oh gosh, I hope I can do it.
Yeah?
You can do it, Ash.
There you go.
I'm stuck.
So what happens is our vestibular system, that system that keeps you upright, knows where you are, so you know where's up and where I am. That also gets stimulated. So when we roll like this, back and forth, I'll tell you, this is the best antidepressant I've ever encountered.
Really?
I mean, do a couple days and see if you can't not smile and not feel really good.
I'm happy.
All right, aren't you happier already? So if you're feeling stressed out,
I know what I'm doing tonight, rolling around with my kids.
Is the way to go. Just get on the ground and roll. Now we can progress the rolling pattern to a side-to-side movement. And what I like to just easily say is wherever your face looks, your body should follow. So if I'm going to look to the side, I'm going to pull my knees in, I'm going to look to the side and just roll. And now I'm going to look to the other side and roll. So now we're working some of your reflexive core patterns and also rolling and rotational stability back and forth. So we're working the deep muscles in the inner core.
So you want to really focus on having your core initiate the movement.
Right, and this is a reflexive core, so we can't even make it happen. It sort of has to happen on its own.
Okay.
It's like no one taught a baby how to roll.
That's right, they figure it out as they go.
It's an intrinsic movement pattern that grows and helps them become strong.
Right.
You didn't teach your baby how to do that. Simple things like kicking and kicking and kicking. No one taught a baby to do that. They do that. They'll kick back and forth, trying to change diapers. It's all kinds of fun. Then they'll get really into two legs, kick outs.
I don't want to kick back.
Yeah, please don't.
You're good. You got plenty of distance. Right. And then from here, we can work some other patterns. This is a fun one that also helps to grow a few brain cells. I'm going to move my right foot and my left hand away from each other. And then bring it back. Now, let's do that again. Away and up. Away. This is called a dead bug exercise.
Dead bug.
Dead bug.
I wonder why. I feel like a beetle on its back.
There we go. Let's try the other side. Move it away and up. So now we're working opposite limbs. So we're working the right and left side of our brain together, but we're tying them together through movement. So this is actually going to make you smarter. You like that?
I love
Now
that.
let's try that same movement out to the side. So right foot, left arm apart, and then back. And again, apart and back. Let's try the whole of the stationary limb stationary while we're just focusing on those limbs. Let's try the other side. How you doing there?
I'm
Sid?
doing great. This is working my
Struggling for some reason. Maybe it's maybe I'm not smart enough to do
I don't
this.
know. Maybe we need some more muscles, brain cells.
This is great for
There you
people
go.
as they age too, because they're
Absolutely.
continuing to use their body and their brain.
Absolutely. You are growing new motor neurons. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
New neurons. Now, let's progress this up. Other movements that babies like to do is rocking. So we're going to come onto our hands and knees. Now, what we want to do is set our posture. All of the crawling patterns that babies do is to set their posture. And if you recall, babies have very big heads, so they're doing a gentle form of strength training while they are getting stronger. So once they get to this position, they still have this big melon head that they have to hold up. So we're going to hold our neck out, looking out. We also want to keep our neutrals, our natural spine. So we're not going to allow our body to curl this way. You want to, if you had a tail, you'd have a happy tail and a nice wide chest. So
Wag
from
my
here,
tail a little bit.
I'm going to look out and just rock back and forth. Rock back and forth. Back and forth.
I
Now,
could
what-
do this stuff all day long.
You could do this.
But unfortunately, we're out of time. Why don't you two keep doing it? And I'm going to tell everybody next week on Mass Appeal. It's